Good afternoon, darling chickadees. Welcome back to another day. So yesterday, I put a rotisserie chicken I had gotten from Sam's that I had put in the freezer because I wasn't feeling great. Yesterday, I put that in the crock pot on low just to kind of let that thaw out, reheat, so that I could strip everything down. And here's where we're at. I basically let that run on low until I went to bed, and then I just put it on warm overnight so that I could deal with that this morning. Or today, this afternoon. All right. Here I've separated out all the white meat. And then the dark meat, I have a 4 ounce, or in this case, 115 grams. 113 grams is 4 ounces, so pretty close. 115 gram serving of dark meat that I'm going to use for my lunch. Then I have some of it set aside for chicken salad and a third portion that I'm going to put in a little freezy bag. Okay, so meat dealt with. Now what I'm going to do is I have kept the all the liquid and fat and everything that came from yesterday in the crock pot. And to that, I'm going to add some baby carrots and some celery from a veggie tray that I have. And I'm going to season that with some white pepper, this is what they call Maggi's Magic Seasoning. I found this when I was in New Zealand. They use it a lot overseas, and about 3 or 4 months ago, I found it on Amazon. This is like a kind of like a chicken bouillon powder, I guess. And for me, it is the perfect level of saltiness and umami, and it's really great flavor. So I'm going to put that in there. And then I have a roasting blend, and that has some rosemary, some thyme, and some sage. So I'm going to put all of that in there. I'm going to top it up with water. I'm guessing it'll probably I can probably get about 8 cups of water in there. Let's have a look. All right. So here is the liquid and the bones from the chicken. And I'm basically just going to top it up to about here. I'm going to put my veggies and my seasonings in there. And then I have this on low, and I'm going to let this cook long and slow. Bone broth, the bones are already super soft, but that will draw out any remaining marrow in the bones. And this is fantastic for cooking your grains in. So if you want your rice to have some flavor, cook it in a chicken stock or a chicken bone broth instead of water. So I use this to cook all of my grains, quinoas, rices, couscous, anything like that. And it makes a fantastic soup base as well. So I'm going to take some of this white meat and do a chicken and dumpling, except I'm using gnocchi. I'm going to do that probably tomorrow, and so this will be perfect for that as well. All right, so I put what celery was in there. I put that whole container of baby carrots. These I will pull out and eat afterwards. They lend this slight sweetness to it, and they cook beautifully. Then I have the thyme and sage. I just pushed all the bones over to one side for right now. And then this, see, they're little, just little granulars, basically. So I'll just put those there so you can see them. They're like little granulars. And again, this is just like a chicken seasoning pack. Okay. So I am going to add the water, get this all stirred up, and then we will do some lunch. All right, there we go. I've got that all filled up. And just a little side note, people have said to me before, ew, I don't want all that fat in there. That's horrible. That's bad for you. Fat is where you're going to get a lot of your flavor. But once this is done, you completely strain it out. You put it in the refrigerator overnight, and you develop a fat cap. That fat cap can then be scraped off, the broth strained a second time, and then you don't have it in there. Easy peasy. All right, lunchtime. And I have to say, I'm a little bit like kid in a candy store excited today, both because I haven't felt well enough to really sort of try something new or cook anything for the last almost a month now. So I am kind of excited to try some stuff that I bought. This whole idea starts with the Simply Organic Korma simmer sauce. I found this at Ollie's for $1.49. And check this out. 3 tablespoons is only 30 calories. And then, when you look at the ingredients, it is a nice ingredient label too. So I'm really excited to try this. I love korma. I do my own. But if this is good, there you go. They actually had 5 different sauces and I bought them all. All right. And then I'm going to have that with my chicken. Now, this is also new. I bought this on Amazon. If you guys have seen me use the Better Than Rice brand, that's the orange bag of the konjac rice, that I had on subscription, but for the last 5 months, it's been unavailable. And so I decided I was going to switch my subscription and I was going to try these. Now, I have had the konjac and I like the ones with oat fiber. It changes the texture. So I have had the konjac fettuccine by Diet Cooker, and I really like that. So I thought I would try the rice with them. Now, let me move my chicken, and let me just show you the deal with this. This box is quite heavy. All right, so let's look at what we've got here. Half a bag is 5 calories. 5 calories. And it is 2 carbs, 2 fiber. Okay, there's only 12 grams or 12 milligrams of sodium, and I will have a whole bag, so 10 calories. And basically it says, drain the liquid out of the package, same as the other ones, wash it under running water, add the rice to a pan and fry, which I'm not going to because I'm just going to have it under my korma. If you don't want to fry the rice, you can heat it in the microwave. And I could pull that little sticker, but the last ones, let me see if that comes off. No, that's pretty stuck. The last ones, I normally do them for about 60 seconds. I don't need them, burn your face off hot. But basically, open, rinse, microwave, or open, rinse. And I will recommend if you're going to pan fry it, dry it first. Otherwise, it doesn't get slightly crispy. Okay, so we are going to try these. That's kind of exciting. I'm going to try the korma sauce. Haven't had that. It's kind of exciting. I'm going to have 2 pie pads or pompadums, depending on which region they're from. But these are cumin seed. I'll show you what those look like, because if you've missed my video on those before, these are kind of awesome. And then I'm going to do a beautiful, hopefully beautiful, BEET RAITA, which is just like a yogurt. It's almost like a tzatziki, where it would have cucumbers and yogurt and seasonings. But instead of going Greek with like a dill seasoning, RAITA is a Indian one. And I'm going to put some ground cumin. I need some sea salt. These are black cumin seeds. And then I have my Greek yogurt and some beets that I have pickled myself for the first time. So, these have been... Let's see, I made those probably about a month ago, and they've just been in the fridge, and I haven't even tried them yet. So I was like, all right, let's see. And this is a different pickling recipe. Let me get a little one so I don't make a huge mess. This is a different pickling recipe than I've normally used. So let's see. And do watch if you're doing this over anything that will stain, because I tell you, this beet juice does not come out. All right, let's see what we got. Oh no, all of that to lose it. Come here, little beet. All right, let's try that again. Whew. Okay, so that is a very, very strong pickle, but I tell you, it is super good. If you like strong pickles, it's not hot. It's not spicy at all, but it is extremely pickle briny. That is gorgeous, especially once I mix it in with the yogurt, which is going to tone it down. I wanted it to still have some kick to it, so I think that is going to be beautiful. Okay, next part. So, with the korma sauce, you want to add some plain unsweetened, I'm going to use Greek yogurt, then they add a bit of water. I'm not going to add any oil because looking at it, it looks like there is plenty. Let's see, do we have oil in there? Cane sugar, ginger? No. Okay. But before I do that, I want to taste it. Where's my fork? All right. So let's see. I just want to see what this tastes like as a base. All right. So that's the kind of thickness there. We've got some tomatoes in there. Let me see if I can do this without making a mess. Hold on. I can see me now dripping this down the phone. Okay. Okay, so that's quite savory, which is good. It's a little, it's milder than like a tandoori or a tikka masala. And I can definitely taste some different spices in there. So there's some cardamom, some cinnamon, some cloves, some allspice, which changes the flavor of this. Okay. I think with yogurt, that's going to be good, but I don't think it's going to be one of my favorites. Like, it's nice, but I'm not sure. Okay. I also opened the rice. Now, all of the konjac rices come like this with the water in there. And these look to me like little tapioca balls or like Israeli couscous. This is not a rice shape. I'm sure it'll be fine, but I just found it interesting that it was, you know, the shape on that was different, was cut different. All right. So what I need to do, I need to heat up my sauce and my chicken. I need to add the yogurt and get that going. I'm going to drain and heat the rice. I'm just going to do that in the microwave. And then while those are doing their thing, I'm going to prepare this beet raita. Y'all, these beets are so good. Oh, I could sit there and eat that whole jar. That is great. All right, so in here, I have 1/4 cup of Greek yogurt, about 4 of those beet slices, and then the cumin and the salt. I'm going to put the black cumin seeds on top. I put about a teaspoon of the beet juice in here as well. So I'm going to mix this up, and it's going to go this beautiful, beautiful pink color. Don't worry, the recipe for this is, or a recipe for this is in the description box as always. And then since I have my yogurt out, the instructions for the korma say to mix the yogurt with a little bit of water and set that to the side. You do not want to boil yogurt because it will split. So this is something that you add at the end. So I'm going to heat up the chicken with the korma sauce, and then I'll add this to it. Okay, everything has come together super quick. So I have my beet raita ready, looking gorgeous. And then I just heated up the chicken with the korma sauce in the microwave, and then once that was finished, I put my yogurt and water mix in there. So that's just sitting there. I have the rice heated up, and the last thing to do are these pompadums or pipettes. So this is what they look like. They're a thin, basically like a lentil cracker. But the really cool thing that happens, normally these would be deep fried, often in a wide bottom wok type thing, but you can do them in the microwave. Now, this is a brand I haven't ordered before, but the previous brands, it has been 60 seconds. So I'm going to set this on 60 seconds. We're going to watch it and see what happens. But it comes out as like this puffed lentil cracker. They're pretty darn cool, and they're super tasty. And it's only 70 calories for 2 of them. All right, let me throw one of these in the mic and let's see what we get. Okay, so it turns out that took like 40 seconds. So I'm going to put 1 minute on there. But I want to show you what this does. Now the last one started in the middle. There we go. You can see it's basically puffing up, and then it just kind of goes around, does its thing. There's no mess or anything. And you want to wait until all of it looks to be cooked. And like I said last time, it took about 40 seconds, so we're almost there. That one was really kind of done in 30 seconds. And there is our finished, very, very hot lentil cracker. All right, our beautiful meal is all done. And guys, this was amazingly simple. So because the chicken was already pre-cooked, all I needed to do was heat that up. So I heated that in the sauce for 2 minutes. I heated the rice for 1 minute. Basically the only thing needed to do with the raita was to cut up the beets. And then you stir it together. Done. The little pie pads together took just over 1 minute. So this entire plate came together very, very quickly. Now, I will say, and I don't know why I need to say this, but I've had a couple of people comment on the amount of food. But 2 things. Number 1, I normally only eat twice a day. I'll have brunch, which is what this is, and then I'll have dinner. And secondly, this entire plate is 402 calories. I am well within my 1600 calorie goal, and oftentimes when you see a full plate, it's because I have a tremendous amount of vegetables or salad or something like that. So don't worry, I am well within my target for today. Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to show you what happens to these. Okay, so they go all a little bumpy and crispy, but check this out. Super crunchy. Delicious. All right, so it's gotten later, and I don't know what I want for dinner, so I'm going to go ahead and prep this chicken salad, because at least I know what I'm doing with that. So this is a recipe that I've done many, many, many times, and it's basically an adaptation of the Derby City chicken salad. I have linked in the recipe, in the description box for Drizzle Me Skinny's version of this, and there are a couple of minor differences. Hers does not use mustard, but I like mustard in mine. And hers uses walnuts, but I'm going to use almonds because it's what I have and it's what I have open. I do have walnuts, but I do not feel like they're all in the shell. I don't feel like cracking a bunch of walnuts tonight. So I have some of my dark meat chicken, the Greek yogurt. She recommends adding some mayonnaise. She said you can definitely exclude it, but she likes the taste. And I agree, so I put a little bit, probably for this amount of chicken, I'll probably put 1 tablespoon of mayo and the rest will be Greek yogurt. I'm going to add stone ground mustard, and then there are grapes, and I have like 2/3 of an apple, scallions, so I have some green onions that I need to tidy up anyway. They're starting to get a little wilty there. So I'll do that, and then I'm going to replace the walnuts with almonds, and that will be my Derby City chicken salad. Okay, so when I am doing a new packet of green onions, I always cut the rooted part off, because if you just put this in a little container of water, this will re-sprout the green tops. I can normally get 3 more sproutings out of this, and you don't have to do anything. You just keep them in water, put them in the windowsill, and it's done. So I cut those off. I have cleaned these for those couple of pieces that were getting kind of wilty. I'm going to cut all of these up and put those in a little container, and then they are ready to go for whatever I need. If you have an Ollie's or a Big Lots anywhere near you, double check them for spices. So I found this for 99 cents. This is an Asian salt and spice blend. It smells really good. We've got sea salt, garlic, sesame seed, orange peel, red bell pepper, toasted coconut, green onion, ginger, red pepper, and sunflower oil. I mean, that is pretty awesome. So I'm going to try that. Here is the chicken salad. I have most of the apple. I still had a piece left. Then I have some grapes, scallions, almonds, the chicken. In here I have 1/4 cup of Greek yogurt, tablespoon of mayonnaise, tablespoon of mustard, and that seasoning. All right, so chicken salad all done. I've got that in one bowl, and I'm going to do this as 3 servings. At 3 servings, this is 236 calories a serving. All right, dinner. It has gotten late, late, late. So I didn't want anything too complicated. It's gotten to that point in the day where I'm starting to hurt a little bit, and there must be rain coming because my feet are swollen and killing me. So I'm going to cook this real quick, and then I think I'm going to watch I'm watching Prison Break, like from the beginning. I've never seen the whole thing. So I think I'm going to watch a couple of episodes of that. I might do a little reading, and then I'm going to go to bed. So what I decided to do from Aldi, I had some ricotta and spinach ravioli, and I'm going to do about a half a package of this, which comes to just about 400 calories. What I had earlier was only 400 calories out of the 1600 I need for the day, so I have to kind of bulk this up a little bit. So I'm going to have that. Now, this particular spaghetti sauce, this 5 cheese, it is only 90 calories for half a cup, which is brilliant, so I'll use a half a cup of that. I have some grated Parmesan and Romano. This is so 2 teaspoons is 20, so that means that it is 10 calories a teaspoon, so 1 tablespoon is 30 calories. I'm going to use, I think, 3 tablespoons. That'll have me 90 calories. And then going back to my little veggie tray, I'm going to go ahead and steam up the broccoli and the grape tomatoes, and then I'll just store these, and that will be 1 tray done. I did get 2 trays because they were on clearance, so I have another one. All right. Cooking, not much to do. This is a fresh pasta, so I'm just going to boil that till it comes to the top, and then top it with my sauce and cheese, and I'll steam those in the microwave, and we'll be all done. All right. I still have a ton of calories left. So I'm going to have some chocolate cherry nut truffle. I have 129 grams weighed out, and that is going to finish my day.